Have you ever imagined a house that, instead of taming the land, chooses to follow its natural slope and turns that decision into a daily experience of walking, breathing, and watching the landscape slowly reveal itself? This is the Jinjee House, designed by Tad.atelier, a 160 square meter residence created for a young family of four, a couple and two children, on a narrow 7 by 40 meter lot in a semi-urban area on the outskirts of Buôn Ma Thuột, Vietnam, where the land gently descends toward a valley. And that is exactly where the house begins. In a context where the common tendency is to occupy as much of the land as possible with dense construction, this project chose a rarer path, just enough. This is not a house meant to impress through size. It's a house designed to balance what is essential and to make space more meaningful than volume. Instead of leveling the site, as most buildings do, the Jinjee House preserves the topography and works with it. The floors and the roof shift in small level changes, creating a sequence of planes that follow the terrain. This decision does two things at once. It reduces the impact of construction on the landscape and opens views toward the valley, reinforcing the feeling that the house belongs to its place. And the way you experience this is not through a grand gesture, it is through the journey. The second strategy is the most sensory one: transitional spaces. The house does not separate interior and exterior as two distinct worlds. It creates layers between them: inside, in between, and outside. It is as if the architecture guides you through a slow, continuous walk, where the relationship with air, light, and vegetation is never interrupted. At times, the outdoors subtly enters the interior. At others, the interior projects outward as a natural extension of everyday life. And this alternation creates depth. The house is not just a set of rooms, but a sequence of atmospheres. All of this also responds to the real life of the family, because a house for a couple with two children cannot be a manifesto disconnected from use. It must function within the rhythm of the day: movement, routine, pause, gathering, mess, and silence. And then comes the third strategy: contrast. The flat roof does not appear as a single rigid slab. It is broken into smaller parts, following the direction of neighboring roofs, while maintaining its own horizontal reading. This allows the house to respond to its context without dissolving into it, and it also creates rooftop gardens, turning the roof into a true living space, an extension of leisure and outdoor life. Contrast also appears in materials and textures. The house combines rougher surfaces with more refined finishes, creating variations of weight and lightness, hardness and softness. Natural stone steps meet wood and terrazzo, while natural light enters in a controlled way to highlight these differences. Nothing is random here. Contrast is not decoration. It is a tool to enrich the experience of being in the space. In the end, the Jinjee House is about a very clear idea. Instead of turning the land into a neutral base, it accepts the site as it is and builds from it. Instead of closing itself off, it creates layers between architecture and landscape. And instead of seeking impact through excess, it seeks presence through balance. It is a house that seems simple at first glance, but the longer you observe it, the more you realize it was designed as a way of living, with time, with movement, with nature, with light, and with the feeling that the house is not an object placed on the land. It is part of the land.